Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Thick Chick 33. I'm going to start a new series, and it's going to be for beginners, basically, because it took me such a long time to figure out everything that goes on in this game, so I thought maybe I'd just share my knowledge with a few other beginners that were starting out. Today, I just finished, mostly finished, my garden, and I was thinking I would show you and tell you how to do, like, the basics of gardening. This is my extinction base that I do with Rico Rain and Monkey Knight and Little Gamer Mai. And I am the only one. Monkey has a small garden over there, but I'm the only one that works on this area here. I wanted to show you what I've got going on. Basically, everything here is planned exclusively to make a Dodo kibble farm. That is my ultimate goal here. I'm not just gardening for no reason. And with that in mind, I have tamed a ton of dodos, not as many as I'm going to have. I'll have more. And I've also got a bunch of dung beetles and a garden over here. Garden, dung beetles, and phiomias. So what I'm going to do is just kind of explain to you the basics. If you are like me and you're on a server where it goes all the time, like this particular server is one that runs all the time, Rain hosts it for us. Through a company called GTX Gaming, and it's on whether we're playing or not. Now, when Monkey and I play on our center server, that shuts down. Like, I run that from my computer. I use the ARK server manager to control that, so I save it and shut it down when we're not playing, and then I just open it up when we are playing. And so I don't have to worry about my animals starving to death while I'm gone. But on this server, we do have to worry about that. So, like, if I go out of town, I talk to Rain or whoever, and I'm like, hey, can you feed my animals for me? And then they come in and they make sure they don't starve to death. We have had a few starve to death, like Mai's owl starved and one of Monkey's gachas, and my otter, which I asked them to feed her for me, but it didn't happen. So anyway, the solution that we have to this is Dodo kibble. All your animals will eat it, even, I think the only ones that don't eat it are jerboas, but otters will eat it, and it lasts forever. They don't eat as much as they normally do. Like, let's say I put some meat in here, that would disappear real fast. Dodo kibble does not disappear as fast, and it takes forever to spoil. You can see right there, it's going to have one spoil in like 5 days. And then I'll still have 99 left. So that's a good way to keep your animals alive if you're on a server that doesn't shut down. The problem with Dodo kibble is that you need a lot of dodos and you need a garden, because it takes a lot to cultivate even just one Dodo kibble. I'll put the recipe in the links, down below, so that you can take a look at it. But it's real simple. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and explain how I did this. So, like I said, this is my Dodo farm. I have not tamed all the dodos I plan on taming. I have only one male Dodo. He's up there, Dodo level 18. That's him. That is Mai's little piglet monkey. He stays in here and stares at me awkwardly. But anyway, so once a day I'll come in here, and actually a couple times a day sometimes, it depends. Like right now I'm on spring break, so I'm on multiple times a day, because apparently I have no life. Anyway, I'll come in here and collect all the Dodo eggs. The poop, it doesn't really matter to me. There is a reason to pick up poop in this game, and I will show you. But ultimately what I want are Dodo eggs, and that's why I'm only taming female dodos. These dodos are bratty. Like, it's very frustrating because they'll just move all around everywhere, and I try to keep them on these benches, and they don't want to. They just want to go wherever they feel like it. Alright, so let's see what we have up here. Here's some more eggs. So, over here. Okay, got all the eggs right now. So, those are the first two levels are my Dodo farm exclusively. And then up here, I've got the area where I actually make the Dodo kibble. So I need an industrial cooker, and I know it's awkward, like coming up out of the floor like that, but I couldn't position it any other way. So the industrial cooker, which is out of gas, I put all my stuff in there. Yes, I know there's a lot of stuff over here. I'll explain that in a second. It basically takes cooked meat, rock carrots, mejoberries, fiber, and water from a water bag or the pipes, and Dodo eggs, and you'll get Dodo kibble out of that, but you can only get one kibble for each egg that you have. That's why I need so many. This is my industrial grill over here that I use to grill meat, and all my fridges. So I'm going to put these eggs in here. Alright, so this is a great setup here, but this is not something you're going to start off with, obviously. I just worked really hard to get this done this week. You can do Dodo Kibble in a cooking pot. However, it is really time consuming, so I would recommend getting this industrial cooker as soon as you can. However, it takes a ton of metal ingots, a ton of resources. It's very expensive. So I've got my garden going over here. If you do not know how to irrigate your plants, let me explain how I did it. No. See that pipe coming in from there? I've got pipe coming in from the water over there. I brought it up here. It doesn't look so pretty on the outside, but I never look at it. Anyway, what I did was I brought the pipe over here, and I just started here doing a grid of intersections. You can see what an intersection looks like right there. It's that kind of X shape. And on I just did a grid of intersections all the way through this entire thing. Then I put stone taps on each and every edge. So every point of the X has a tap on it inside here, and you can see them because they're these little bumps in the stone. So I went through, put the taps on, and then after I put those on, I covered it over with the stone foundation to make it look nice, because I really like running my pipes underneath stone foundations. In fact, I'd like to cover all that up out there, but I think it's unlikely it's ever going to happen. Then you put your crop plot down. Then you have to put in a seed, and then you fertilize it. See? And then harvest. Super easy. I harvest it, once a day. No big deal. I already harvested last night, pretty late actually, now that I think about it. I think I went to bed at like 2 in the morning. Because it's spring break, I don't have to be at work. Woohoo! Alright. So that's what I do. I take out the seeds and the harvest, like the vegetables, every day, and fill it up with fertilizer. Now, how do I get fertilizer, you may ask? That is a good question. And how did I get all of this in my inventory? Look at all that poop. And, best thing, they're all medium animal feces. Woohoo! Because you actually get 3, I want to say. Could be 2. But I keep thinking 3. Fertilizers for every medium animal feces that you load up on these dung beetles. I'll pick that up. I know, I never thought I'd be playing a game where I have to go run around picking up poop. But here I am. So, these dung beetles will take your poop, any poop that you give them, and they'll turn it into fertilizer. So, like this one. This dung beetle has a level up already, so I'm going to add it into weight. And then I'm just going to transfer as much poo as I can to him before he fills up. He's full now, so that's it. Like I said, you want to add every level up to their weight and make sure they're on wander, and that's how they turn it into fertilizer. They'll also give you oil. I've already taken all the oil from these guys. Just a little bit. They didn't give me much before, but I hadn't filled them up yesterday. So I numbered my dung beetles. It makes it easier for me. So like I know, okay, I'm going to fill up 1 first. So then, look, he's already turned some into fertilizer for me. So I'm going to fill up 1, and he just happens to have the highest weight because he's the one I've had the longest. So he's full now. I can't add any more. He's very slow right now. He can barely move, but he'll be okay. Once he starts transforming it into fertilizer, he'll be able to move around a little more. And then I'm going to go on to dung beetle 2. Look, there's my phiomias. You probably figured out why I have them. No, I don't want to ride him. I want to pick up his poop. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so dung beetle 2. Go ahead and load him up. Dung beetles do not have genders, by the way, if you're wondering. Just another weight. I'll give you 1 more. Nope. Okay, you're full. So now, ooh, look, a little poo. I'm going to go on to dung beetle 3. Give you some more. So it'll take a while. Oh, that's too much. I'll go ahead and take 1 from you too, because you're not moving much. I feel sorry for you. Okay, alright. So I just did dung beetle 3, right? Okay. Now dung beetle 4. Come here, dung beetle 4. Take this from you. Da-da-da. Okay. You are full, and then dung beetle... Get out of the way, Bugenhagen. I don't know why... well, I do know why. On every server, ARK server I have, I tame a little guy here, a Packy, and I name him Bugenhagen, and then I just let him live here, live out his days. There's a story behind that, but I don't feel like telling you right now. Okay. So I filled up this dung beetle. I still have some poo left over. These phiomias are awesome when it comes to producing poo. Not only you can tell that they poop a lot, but you have this nifty little secret. Get out of the way, bug. Okay. That you can do with stem berries. Let me find my stem berry real quick. There we go. Watch this. I'm going to take some stem berries. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to put it in this phiomia's inventory, the stem berries. And then I'm going to force feed it by hitting E. Force feed it over and over and over and over again. Now you can see what's happening right now. The more stem berries these phiomias eat, the more they poop. So if I need a ton of poop for my dung beetles, all I do is go and force feed a ton of stem berries to these guys, and they will produce as much poop as I need. Look at that. It's disgusting and wonderful at the same time. And that is how you get fertilizer. Now, let me explain real quick. I don't want to ride you. Shoot, you're useless to me for that. I just want your poop. Let me explain real quick. Bug. Ugh, always in the way. How to tame everything I've got here. Dung beetles, easy. Just grab poop. The bigger the better. If you can get Rex poop, it's awesome. You can use human poop. You can use any kind of poop you can get. And then you just put it in your last slot, like 0, your hotkey, and walk up to them, and they're a passive tame. You walk up behind them, you'll see, like, hit E to feed, and you can hit E, and then you'll start taming it. So passive tame. Don't trank these guys. You won't tame them that way. Just keep feeding them poop until they love you. These guys are more of a traditional tame, so you can shoot them with trank arrows, trank darts, whatever. Then feed them berries. They like, I think, Mejoberries best. And then they'll be your friends. So dodos are the same. They are a trank tame. So you want to shoot them with... It takes, for me on the server, I'm not sure how it is with everybody else's servers, but for me on the server, it takes 1 trank arrow usually to knock these guys out. And then I just bring them home. And I always check to make sure they're female first. The only reason I have a male, only 1 male, is because I want them to have the mate boost. And you can see that all of these guys have the mate boost with this 1 male that's over in the corner here. He's a lucky guy. So, alright. That is my first video. What I'm going to do is create a series of videos that show, like, more in detail what to do. But this is the first one about my gardening and how I keep my dodo kibble up. Because we do have a lot of animals on this server to feed. Well, we always do. And I'm the one who's on here the most, so I just want to do it with, like, the least amount of effort possible. Because I don't want anybody to die, and I felt bad when I let my snow owl die. I don't want that to happen again. Yeah, so alright. If you have any suggestions for, like, tutorials that you'd like to see on ARK, how to do stuff, I'm going to start explaining how to tame each creature. And yeah, this is going to be my new series. Thanks for watching.